YouTube, it's M1NDxBEND3R here, and today we are doing something I don't often do. We are revisiting an old creation. Specifically, this. This is my version 2.0 of the Crusader. For those of you who haven't seen the original Crusader, they are the basic foot soldiers of my fictional villainous military that I've been building over the last few months. And since this is something we've kind of seen before, I decided to throw in a new build, which is this walker. So, we'll save this for last because new and exciting. So, like I said, this is the new version of the Crusader. Just give you a quick 360, not too terribly different from the original Crusader. A different gun, you'll notice, much larger, more assault rifle-ish. This is a brick arms weapon, for those of you wondering where I got it. The boots, the large robotic boots, have stayed the same and in my mind still serve the same purpose of making the soldier faster and able to jump greater distances, basically making him more mobile. But you'll notice the arms are gone. The original Crusader had a pair of... let's actually just focus on him better. That's also an option. The original Crusader had a pair of robotic arms, where this guy now has this large backpack assembly. And I did like the robotic arms look. I'll probably keep it if I ever build a base for these guys. I'll probably use that as some kind of like a forklift style thing, like something that's used to move large pieces of machinery. But for combat, I decided this design would be more practical. Now, if you're wondering what this is, I can see how right now it looks like kind of a jetpack or a jump pack, as people are fond of suggesting. But it is not, I can assure you. What this actually is a pair of deployable sentry guns on his back, because this soldier would be fighting in a battlefield full of giant armored mech suits. It'd be very hard to keep yourself alive when you're just a squishy human. So, while he does have his assault rifle to, engage in combat, these sentry guns would be operating autonomously, independently of the pilot, or the trooper. He could activate them with voice commands, and basically they would just scan for targets, to his side or up. They've got quite a good range of mobility, and they're basically just to provide him with more firepower. These would be quite powerful machine guns, firing to damage or even disable smaller mech suits. Probably disable the smaller ones and damage the larger ones, but yeah, I just like the idea of more guns coming off of his back, and I do enjoy that they fold away so very neatly, so if he needs to take the fight indoors, he can be nice and compact and not be bulky and cumbersome. So yeah, that's the Crusader 2.0, which I really do enjoy, so I'll be making a few more of these to round out my army, and that's about it. So we'll set him off to the side, and we'll bring in this walker. Now this walker was originally supposed to be a very, very small mech, and it wasn't even supposed to be for the villains. It was supposed to be for my Prometheus army, but it didn't go the way I planned it. It kind of turned into more of a walker than a full-on mech, and it looked much more villainous. It looked much more to the style of these villains than it did to the style of Prometheus, and so I decided to make it a villain. And I imagine it serving the same role as the AT-RTs in Star Wars. Just a very fast, very lightning strike style walker that can run in, avoid incoming fire, and these two cannons up front, they would be quite powerful for such a small size, and he'd be able to flank bigger targets and disable them from behind, and just basically be a very fast, very small, very hard to hit target on the battlefield. This could also be used for scouting, as well as, maybe work in tandem with a Prophet mech. So, pretty simple. We'll give you the 360. You can see very small little platform, pair of handlebars for him to hang on to. Whoops. And yeah, nothing too terribly complicated, and very happy with how they turned out. So, just two very basic low-level members of my villainous infantry, but keeping the army growing, and I'm enjoying that. Almost done with my first wave of these guys, then I'll move on to the Prometheus, the heroes of my LEGO world. I know you all are looking forward to seeing those. I do have quite a few of those completed and ready for filming, but I've just got a couple more of these to get through, and we'll move on to the light side. So, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, feel free to subscribe. Oh, I've been meaning to... gosh. finally, I won't forget. I've set up an Instagram page. Mindbender is the name, exactly the same way it's spelled as the YouTube name. Go check that out if you want. Things that I post on here are usually on Instagram before, and yeah, so if you want a sneak peek or you want more regular updates on what I'm doing, check out my Instagram page. I'll try and keep it active. But yeah, so if you want to check that out, be my guest. And until next time, I've been Mindbender, and I'll talk to you later.